Hi, my name is Arpita Ganesh, and I can proudly say that I am India's only lingerie expert, having fitted more than about 3,000 women since 2008 to their perfect sizes. I'll take you to what we do at Buttercups, which is my company. That's a picture of me wearing a wrong size and a right size. If you look, that is the kind of difference that a good bra can make to how a woman looks. Now, a lot of people don't know that a good bra can, one, make you drop a dress size, two, make you look thinner, three, make you feel more confident, and four, it makes you stand taller. I think every one of us always wants to be confident, and a good bra does all of that. And that's what my entire business is based on. Now let's go to cup sizes. In this wrong bra picture, I'm wearing what is known as a C cup. And in that one, I'm wearing what is known as an E cup. Now, a lot of you here would have never even heard of an E cup, and that's exactly what happened to me when I was in New York in about 2008, and I went for a bra fitting. And this lady told me I was an E cup, and I was shocked because I had heard only of D cups. And I was like, really? Are there, more than that? And they were like, yes, there's about E, F, G cups. And then she also told me that about 80% women across the world wear the wrong size. In India, that's 90%. And then she also go around and tell me there were about 150 sizes available across the world. In India, we get only about 40 or 50 of them. This blew my mind away, saying that such an essential part of our, attire, and we have no idea what it is about. So we became, it kind of became questions of where do I go? What size am I? Who will tell me what size I wear? Where will I find my size? Because when I came back after the fitting, I couldn't find any cup in India. And then after a lot of research, after a lot of intense training and learning how bras are made, what lingerie is about, and also learning how to do fitting, I opened my first store in Hyderabad in 2008 called Buttercups. Interestingly, the name comes from butt and cups, which is essentially what we do. It's called Buttercups, that's why. So the store was essentially a place where, for the first time in India, women would get sized and fitted by our experts, and they would find not only their size, they would also experience great brands which had never come to India before, like Chantal and Passionata, which we imported directly from France. The entire idea of this store was that to give women in India a lingerie experience that would change their lives like mine had changed. We did a lot of that. We changed a lot of lives. We had a lot of women rediscover themselves. But this was not a scalable model. While it was very nice and it was very feel-good, it wasn't a scalable model. So around 2000 level, we kind of took a break, step back and decided, how do we scale this? How do we reach out to more women? And the online retail space was really taking, a big step forward. And then we sort of sat back and said, how do we take this boutique experience online? And it became a very interesting challenge for us. But like I say, technology is everybody's friend. You've got to figure out how it's going to be yours and use it. And that's exactly what we did. So we launched Buttercups in Buttercups.in in September 2012. Now, the interesting part about our lingerie site is we have this matrix there where you just need to simply enter your sizes, and the matrix pulls up what size of bra you should wear. Interestingly, it also takes you to a page which shows you what styles suit your size. And that's exactly, but that's not enough, right? We need a lot of other things in terms of we want women to experience what shape they are, what size they wear, what style they want to wear, what type of things that they should wear under what. So all of this is coming. We're slowly building towards that. Even this is not enough. Okay, sorry. My bad. So since September 2012, we've had about 6,000 hits on the site. We've successfully delivered 80 orders. 99% of the time, our matrix has been right in the sizes that we've delivered. This is not enough. We believe there's a huge gap in the product space itself. So we are in the plan of launching our own brand, which will be manufactured by internationally, manufacturers who will use the latest technology in terms of fabrics and materials, and but it will come at a very, very small price, as in it will be comfortable for the Indian pocket. This brand, we believe, will revolutionize the way Indian women look at bras. That's our team. There's me. You've heard enough of me. There's Jidesh, who's my co-founder. He's an IM grad from Bangalore, and he's been with HUL for a while, worked on women's products. He brings a lot of retail experience to us. Speaking to a tech team. Okay, that's about it. And I'll end with this little quote that if you can dream it, you can do it, by Walt Disney, which is my favorite, because who would have thought that a hotel management graduate with a 10-year stint in advertising would revolutionize lingerie here? So I'm open to questions.
Good venture, Arpita.
Thanks.
I remember how you felt when I was in the US. I felt the same. My question to you is, we are Indian and we are women. We like to touch and feel and try it out. How are you bridging that gap? I mean, how are you trying to scale it
I had
up?
4.5 minutes to present, so I couldn't present that part of it. So we are also planning a very unique model, which is fitting rooms. These are essentially small 100 square foot spaces in high footfall malls and other places where there'll be a lot of people we can reach out to. But we will not sell from these places. They're essentially fitting rooms. Women can walk in, they can get fitted, they can place the order with the fitter online, and the order gets delivered to them at their house. But they get the touch and feel of a product, because every product that we plan to launch will be available at the fitting rooms for them to touch and feel. Also for them to figure out, what style suits them, what works for them.
Arpita, quick question on your supply chain. How much of your supply chain would be private label Buttercup's brand versus third-party brands? And in relation to your private label, how do you intend to keep a control on that? Some more light on that side.
Right. So we have, I've been very, very closely working with a lot of international manufacturers, as I mentioned. We have a clear-cut, understanding of the market. We understand what kind of inventories we need to keep. So typically we would prefer that it become a 100% Buttercup label kind of model. For now, what we'll do is we'll continue to keep some part of the Chantel Passionetta brands as well, because we do have customers who are comfortable with the brands. That would be our 30-70, 70 being Buttercups, 30 being Chantel and Passionetta. Supply management, the manufacturers we talk to are very, very highly evolved in terms of technology. They do a back-end integration with our site. What happens is that they start seeing as soon as our orders start falling, or our inventory falls, they immediately get an alert on their end, and that's how they manage to keep up with the inventory replenishments for us. So that's what we plan to do.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
You're doing something exciting. Two things, recently there's this whole thing that not much investment is happening in the
e-com.
So one is just wanted to know if you got the funding, and if you haven't, then this is very exciting, but will need a lot of money.
True. So I'm in a catch-22 situation, as I call it, right? So I need about 1 crore to do sort of proof of concept on this bit, while the retail proof of concept is there from the store that we ran from 2008 towards till now. But what we need for proof of concept and the next step, like you said, e-com, everybody's shuddering right now about e-com investments. But what works for us is that we haven't gotten any investment yet. We're right now looking at maybe HNIs, maybe small seed funds, maybe angels, maybe, people who want to take that bet, people who understand that, retail brand, and essentially that's what we're doing. We're building a retail brand online. That will take time. So someone who has that kind of bandwidth to sit down and wait for a couple of years before they can see their returns on investment. That's what we're looking for. So.
On here. Have you looked at any other similar women's clothing which has worked anywhere online, like jeans or anywhere in the world?
If you saw recently, Amante is another lingerie brand, and they ran this huge campaign which talked about sizes and fits and break up with a bad bra. So essentially in bras we are getting that. Jeans, we had Levi's run a campaign like that which talked about how specifically they made jeans for women who were Indian women specifically. So there have been instances. That's probably, yeah. I mean, sizing is, so Zoe actually started off as a sizing site for men where they would give you perfect made shirts, and that's another example of what I can give you. Yeah. Thank you, people.
Thanks, Arpita.